Definitely, Beverly McKenzie was just the most amazing actress and the most amazing woman I think I've ever met. So I learned a lot about life and a lot about acting, and just about everything I know I learned from Beverly McKenzie. I was homesick for about 9 months when I was about 12, and caught Texas starring Beverly McKenzie, and then was lucky enough to work with her years later. So it was pretty fortuitous.
Were there, are there, will there be? Absolutely. I mean, I grew up watching soaps, as many other people did probably in mid-America when I grew up. You watched while mom did the dishes, or mom would make you be quiet during soap time, and that was always the case. And my mom was a big Susan Lucci fan, but I just remember growing up watching Edge of Night and watching Days of Our Lives, of course. And I just remember hearing MacDonald Carey's voice, and even now, when the show opens and knowing that I'm a part of that history, I just feel incredibly grateful that I'm able to participate.
I worked with Katharine Hepburn many years ago, and I guess her professionalism is what kind of, she would nail you if you weren't on time and weren't on stage and didn't know your lines, and I think that she was probably the biggest influence on me.
My mom watched Luke and Laura on GH a lot. I don't know if I can say that out loud here, but she used to watch that, so that was definitely.
I have to say, walking on the set of Days of Our Lives and shaking, nervous, because I had seen them all on the show. I can remember I was an ice skater, lacing my skates up and seeing the show on one of the monitors in the ice rink, and then walking on set and seeing Susan Hayes and Bill Hayes. And I can recall when I was going into New York, I had taken the train and arrived at Grand Central Station, and there they were on Time magazine. It was just astonishing to me. And then Frances Reed and MacDonald Carey, I mean, they all influenced me. They all helped me along. As Joe, as Drake, who's here tonight, Ken Corday, who, believed in me and kept me employed and allowed me to do what I love doing.
I'm a big fan of Susan Flannery, and I think she's raw and honest and gets right to it, so big fan.
Of course, I shouldn't say it, but it was a show on another network that my husband is actually on now, but I used to watch that when I was in high school, General Hospital, and of course Luke and Laura were the biggest thing ever, so that was my high school show.
There weren't too many people that influenced me when I was getting into acting, but once I got on to Days of Our Lives, Frances Reed was one of my huge influences. She, her sense of humor, the way she worked every day, coming in, her integrity, it had a huge impact on me in the way I work.